first produced in 1948. It went on to win the first Best Musical Tony Award the following year, 1949. Kiss Me, Kate is a musical, but it is also, in fact, sort of a play within a play.
And that's because the characters in Kiss Me, Kate are trying to put on their own production of Shakespeare's classic The Taming of the Shrew. Let's just say that things both on stage and off stage get a little out of hand. Well, here to tell us more about that is Dr. Kel Nagel. He is the director of Kiss Me, Kate, and he is here with Matt Bogdan, who is playing gangster number 1. And is also the incoming president of the Community Players of Salisbury. Thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen.
I don't think we've had a gangster in here before.
I don't think we have. This is a first. This is a first. Dr. Nagel, how did you get involved?
Well, let me see. It's about 26 years ago now. My dear friend Marianne Dunn was medical staff coordinator at then Peninsula, now Tidal, and she had had many lead roles in Community Players shows, and she said, well, Cal, sometime we've got to get you out there. And I said, well, maybe after I get off the school board, which I had been on for 11 years. And unfortunately, Marianne got ill and passed away during the year I got off the school board, but I went on and auditioned for Guys and Dolls in 1996 and got a minor part, and been in over 20 shows since and have directed about 8. Incidentally, we're doing Guys and Dolls in a reprise in November, and Sherry Hines is going to direct that.
Oh my.
Maybe she'll find something for me to do. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I love Sherry. Okay, so why Kiss Me, Kate? What made you decide to do that one?
We saw Kiss Me, Kate in a Broadway revival in 2019 with Kelly O'Hara, and it was fantastic. And I said, I don't think we can do that in Salisbury. And then our friends down at North Street on Hancock did a version. And I said, well, we can do something like that. And so we put it up, and interestingly enough, that was in 2020. So we were scheduled for June of 2020. And we had a little bit of a shutdown. Mm-hmm. So I've been living with the show for 4 years, and this is the last of the shows that we had to cancel for COVID to get on stage. So we're very happy about that.
Happy, I'll bet you are.
Yeah.
So, gangster number 1, how do you play into this story?
Well, the main character is owes a debt of honor, $10,000. Or at least we think, I mistakenly think he does.
Yeah.
So I have to come and, persuade him, if you know what I'm saying, to pay up. And if he doesn't, well, you know what the circumstances are when you don't pay the gangster, right? So you might wind up in the bay floating. You don't want to. You don't want to have your unidentified remains floating in the bay.
No.
So that's what the gangster does. Me and my buddy Zach. He's gangster number 2. So we make sure we talk like that, and we make sure we just take care of things. All right?
But you also sing.
We sing. We have a song called Brush Up Your Shakespeare. And so that's at the end of the show. So it's a lot of fun, and we get to sing and show off, which is why I do theater in the first place.
I'm getting ready to say, you seem to fit right into the part. So, any favorite parts of the production?
The amazing thing about this show is that it has not 1 but 2 outstanding production numbers to open each act. The first act opens with another open and another show on a bare stage. People are trying to get this show together. And it's a very exciting number, and it ought to knock the audience's socks off in the first few minutes. And then we proceed to the actual show within a show.
Yeah.
The second act, interestingly enough, since we've been talking a lot about weather today, is called Too Darn Hot. And the actors are at intermission, and they come out into the back alley behind the theater to try to cool off a little bit. And a young man who is brand new to Players, Whitney Antone, leads a totally awesome rendition of Too Darn Hot. So we think that while it's going to be pretty hot outside during this weekend, people should come in the air conditioning at Y High for a couple of hours and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Okay, so it's at Y High when?
Friday the 21st at 7:30, Saturday the 22nd at 7:30, and then a 2 o'clock matinee on Sunday. And I think people can't spend all their time outside in the pool or at the beach. And we would love to have them. Our team has worked incredibly hard. Not just the cast, but the entire production team. We have a big set. A lot of work has gone into it, and I think people will really like it.
The name of the production is Kiss Me Kate, the Community Players of Salisbury. It's happening this weekend. We'll have a link on our website to your website so folks can get tickets.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
Thanks so much.
We're happy to be
Break
here.
a leg.
Break a leg.
Gotta say it.